Stream Elements bot running emoji robot.
Leave me out the comments, leave me out the nonsense. Speaking out of context, people need some content. Trying to keep up, this not a contest. Whipping bands concept, heaven sent, God sent. This is what my mom said. This in the progress, money's the object. Busy than them. You know how my job get, barking up the wrong tree. You know how the dogs get, haven't fallen off yet. Come around years later and say it's a sleeper. The ears are real, the petty is real. Might charge my ex for a feature. Deposit the money to Brenda Leticia, or Linda Felicia. I didn't even was made in Geneva. Yeah, I probably should go to Yeshiva. We went to Ibiza. Yeah, I probably should go live with Yeezy. I need me some Jesus. As soon as I started.
gather your thoughts and collect them now. Penny for my thoughts, make a fortune bow. About half of them said to me, they put in the streets, that's what they wanted for me. And I said, gee, someone can fix you a plate, but no one can force you to eat. Like, when will he see himself as a king and not just a pawn in these streets? And when will we come together as a tribe and be what intended to be? Yeah, it's one of them three. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go do some laundry. I'll be back for the game too.
Oh, she's actually gone.
So funnily enough, we rode over to Viper's territory, and the guy who tagged along in my cart is now our opponent. So friends become enemies real quick here in 2K23.
Excuse me. Oh, thank you.
It's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page.
So the Raptors starting five. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with MP. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And Toronto has possession. After the basket by San Antonio. Pure from three-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Johnson. Knocked away. It's stolen by MP. Launches a three. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
The transition three. It's part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
Vassell passes to Vucevic. Over Pirtle. Kept alive. Tipped away. Toronto has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Outside Barnes. MP outside. Three-pointer. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. MP's got 9.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
To end the run, Vucevic, great positioning on the putback.
Well, Vucevic has finished a couple times in the top 10 of offensive boards, in part because of his feel for the game.
Hits a three-pointer. 12 points for him.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Chavez. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. MP way outside. The shot comes out, and it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And now we've got an intentional foul.
4th personal foul. 4th team foul.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 6 from the floor, and he commits the intentional foul.
Number 7. 5th personal foul. 5th team foul.
First free throw is good.
You have to admit, these are not the San Antonio Spurs of old. They're going through some growing pains right now, but you can already see that progress is being made.
This Spurs squad, Richard, is doing a lot with the pieces they have right now.
And that's just proof that their system works. Not that we needed any more after the last 20-plus years. They take young talent and they turn them into future stars, making sure that the franchise has a strong foundation that they can build on.
Certainly a great history and legacy.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. Pretty sure he'd like to...
First half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Spurs. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right after this.
Raptors, 51. Fans, please give a big round of applause to your Spurs Youth Dance Team. Please give a big round of applause.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And the Spurs with possession here. The lead is 2. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Let's phone a friend. No. Would you like to use a lifeline?
Yes.
Who would you like to call?
You.
Congratulations to A-Loki and the entire Loki family that came out to support. I found out that people were in the Team 2K TV league trading up draft picks when we didn't agree upon a time. So I'll let you.
So much of the schedule still in front of us, Steve. However, some teams are really struggling early here.
Yeah, Kevin, and those teams, they can't lose their confidence because it's a long season. And sometimes you just don't have the talent to beat other teams, but you must stay focused and try to get better every night.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Red Van Vliet out there with MP. And it's Pirtle in its set. Just 2 to shoot. The shot by Ivy, no good. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Got that bucket in no time at all. MP's got the opening field goal of the game for the Raptors. And here's Detroit. To the wing right side. To Cunningham. Right. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, he's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And so Bagley nails them both.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gets you a little bit of everything.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Cunningham against Van Vliet.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Great open look there. MP's got 10.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
And for Siakam, great. He almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
As long as they maintain that same aggressiveness, they should be in solid shape to come away victorious again.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And like a lot of top picks, Cade Cunningham had to deal with some adversity in his rookie season.
Greg, he had been part of winning teams for his entire life. He was introduced to just how competitive the NBA is. But he says it's only sharpened his focus.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, this team leans on Cade Cunningham for so many things. And he's built to carry the load. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. MP outside. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his Third assist on the night.
And don't look now, but they're starting to
So it's the Toronto Raptors holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be and so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA.
You think you could still dunk today?
I'm not 70. I'm all.
I do.
What you mean?
I mean, I don't know. Like.
I know. If you say, how you phrase that question, you think you still can dunk on someone today? Then, you know, I'll be like, oh, hell no. But
okay.
to say, ask me if I still can dunk? I'm 42. I mean, don't I look in shape?
Oh, greatest of shape. Look at you. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Go.
Stay solid.
4.
Stay solid.
2.
Stay solid.
Your team is starting out slower than anticipated. How do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even-keeled. It's such a long season. You're going to have highs and lows. Just treat this like any other low point at any other time of the year. It should pass.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. In it forward, it's Ingram and Williamson. McCollum and Jones, the tandem in the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. And the basket by MP.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Pirtle comes with a double. For 3, McCollum. Siakam pulls down the board. Outside Barnes. Trent, the pass to MP. 4-3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well. And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Now here's McCollum. Last game out, he had 40. Ingram, the pass to McCollum. McCollum with another miss. Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his third personal foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Raptors foul. Number 7. That's his fourth personal foul.
And that's an intentional foul. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance. So knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
So much good energy and flow tonight. And it's really come out a great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
First one falls for him. And C.J. McCollum getting more on-ball action after his move away from Portland, Grant.
And McCollum has showed that's where he's best. Great at breaking down defenders and setting up others. He looks very natural as the primary playmaker.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Here's McCollum. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Raptors Youth Dance Team.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Van Vliet. Van Vliet. So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
And if you all remember, back in episode 30, the great Danny Hogger said,
I'm going to guarantee a championship for the Kings this year.
So we had bulletin board material for days, and we were not going to let that happen.
Is our coach unavailable at the moment?
Whoa, 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 hey, hey, hey. Whoa, 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 hey, hey, ref, call T, ref. You can't be pushing on LD like that.
NBA 2K TV, which you're on right now.
Fabuloso.
Ooh, I like that one.
And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Murray, and it's Peterson in at the 3 slot. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 12. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. The 3 from MP. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Stephen Silas. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Thank you, David.
Very tough to affect the shot of Porzingis without leaving your feet. And KP, because of that, has the ability to keep them off balance.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Here's Fox. And the rejection by MP. And he recovers it. Pirtle with the steal. Siakam against Murray. The 3 from MP. Hits it from three-point range. MP's got 6 points. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Porzingis finds Herter. And so they foul intentionally. Back in 2020, De'Aaron Fox signing a massive extension, Greg. 5 years and $163 million.
Yeah, Kevin, every NBA hopeful wants that second contract. Credit to De'Aaron for working his tail off of that deal.
Now, here's MP. He had 15 points last outing. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Number 7.
And stolen by MP. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. He's got 12.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Number 7.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for Toronto?
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Now, here's MP. 12 points for him. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Sacramento off to a slow start. 9-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. They didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
He throw good, Fox.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it.
So it's Toronto, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. We'll return shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors, Houston team. Please give a big round of applause.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it is. So it's Toronto winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see.
It's a very special edition of NBA 2K TV.
Welcome to our 9th annual 2K TV Awards. Today, we're celebrating the amazing accomplishments from you, the 2K community.
From the GOAT boat to the city, we're spotlighting 10 extraordinary achievers.
And we've got some surprise teams here in the early season.
Some are surprisingly bad, and some are exceeding expectations. There's still a long season ahead, and things can change quickly, B.A.
Now here's MP. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Johnson is out there with Griffin, and it's Capella in at the 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it.
Atlanta ball.
Young from long range, and the three-pointer goes.
Hard to defend Trae Young from out there because he's a master at creating space.
MP against Young. And here's MP from outside. And the Raptors, another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here comes Toronto on the push. From deep, the long-distance 3 is buried. MP's got 9 points.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Young, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Siakam, pass to MP. On the wing, MP launches it. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. He's got 12.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Until they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. They need this.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting. They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And an intentional foul right there. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
We've seen them put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Smitty, this Hawks team, they'll take what you give them on offense.
They are comfortable working in the mid-range. BA, they can attack at all 3 levels, no agenda, and are flexible with their looks.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Fred VanVleet has been on display for the Toronto Raptors. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. We'll be right back after this word. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustment. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time. Have a...
Que vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que no va conmigo. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí. Y hoy que me levanté, puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí. Y hoy que me levanté, creo que nunca me fui, siempre bendecido. Mal de lo mío.
Okay, let's do this. Alexis, who's up first?
Well, we're starting off with a splash with the announcement of your cruise captain.
From the very first moment that we set sail in NBA 2K23, this award winner grabbed more wins than anyone else on the GOAT boat.
No stranger to the 2K TV Awards, they're a repeat champion from Season 7. Aye, aye, Captain. Celia is the Cruise Captain Award winner. Congratulations.
Oh my God, where is he going? I'm snapping him already. Hold on. Hold.
Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
So here's Miami's starting group. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Now, Hero. Schroeder passes to Martin. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And that one, good.
Just a great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage. And then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And here's Schroeder after the three-pointer from MP. A three ball. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. You know, Brett, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number one. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Guys, he's got a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
It's kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Butler kicks to Hero. And he commits the intentional foul.
Number 7. That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
Nobody near Schroeder. No good on the quick three.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Hawks. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Schroeder last year accepting his role of coming off the bench and being a scorer. So whatever it is the coaching staff is asking of him, he's willing to do it.
Schroeder hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
The three from MP, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far, that's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Achua. So it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And here's Hero. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
My name is Osilia. Some of y'all might know me as Celia Medici. He is Celia. I am a YouTuber. I just want to thank everyone on this journey for allowing me to win this award. I am a returning Beach champion. I won this award back in NBA 2K21, and I'm just so grateful for NBA 2K TV allowing me this opportunity to shine. And I'm back again for this award in NBA 2K23. My most successful build along my 2K journey has been a post scorer. I'm more of an ISO.
Well, we're more than a few games into the year. How much do we know about this year's rookie class, Grant?
Well, it's still early. We have to remember we might be a half year into a decade-plus career for some of these guys. So I think it's best to reserve judgment for now. An NBA career is a marathon.
A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. Wagner and Banchero at the forward slot. Fultz and Suggs team up as the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Drummond. Up top, Fultz. Covered by MP. Outside for Fultz. Wagner, he's open. Not going to go that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it. For the lack thereof.
And there's Fultz. That one's good. On the assist by Wagner.
It is so good to see Markelle Fultz shoot the ball with confidence, showing why he was the overall #1 pick in the draft.
MP shot is good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Stolen by MP. Soft touch off the glass. MP's got 11 points.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
And that's an intentional foul.
Raptors foul. #7. That's his 4th personal foul.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And they go to the intentional foul.
#7.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
And, you know, when Fultz is healthy now, he's a valuable part of this rotation. We've seen him make big strides lately.
From deep, MP. And the Raptors, another 3.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite... The first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Magic out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
61.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. So the Magic win it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Okay, to set up this next category, it's only appropriate to jump into 2K TV Interactive.
Get ready to flex your knowledge and earn some VC. 2K TV will be celebrating how many seasons in 2K24?
Is it 7, 8, 9, or 10 seasons?
Let's go!
2K TV here with Anthony Davis.
Oh my goodness! It's been an exciting season already, Doris, but I think the middle of the year is when you really get an idea of which teams are in it for the long haul. They reveal their true self.
Right. By the midpoint of the season, the best teams are really starting to take shape. Everyone's much more dialed in. You can tell that winning matters, that the groups are collectively pulling in the same direction. So I agree. By this time of the year, we have a pretty good idea who is going to win and win consistently.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the forward positions, it's Wagner and Banchero. The guard set is Fultz and Suggs. And it's Drummond in at the center position. MP with it. Defended now by Wagner. MP's shot is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not whom you want.
Salivo. Now, here's Suggs. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. They get it back. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the... First quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Orlando's head coach, looking to break the tie in this season's series, and I asked him what he thought the biggest factor would be tonight. He said it always seems to come down to getting a stop. We have to get our hands up and contest shots. If that doesn't work, our guys in the pack have to block those shots. That's one of the ways they win games, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, if they can get the stops, GA, they could really take control of this game early.
Well, and of course, easier said than done. It's going to take great communication defensively to make that strategy work.
You know this. You've got to stay connected to shooters. Be quick in your help. Two things they need to do to accomplish this goal.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And two cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. That's just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just hard.
So it's Toronto with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Magic trail by 18, and the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. And it's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So.
New to NBA 2K23 was the Theater, a mode where you and friends can take on the community in some themed challenges.
The player that can rack up the most wins in this mode shows variety and skill, and this winner had a blockbuster performance. The star of the screen is Seaway696. Across the city's affiliations, gameplay was heated all year long. The person who earned
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Chris Boucher out there with Barnes. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's MP in at the 1. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Poeltl tries again. And the shot goes down.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Outside Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Pass to Brown. The 3. The shot off that time. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
And you know you're going up against a team that has revenge on the brain, besting them in the conference semis last year.
Outside Brogdon. Brown passes to Gallinari. Now Brown. First quarter, just over a minute played. Trent with the defensive effort.
And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going. He's impossible to slow down.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
That shot wide open.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
And with Trent Jr., he very much is a microwave scorer, Grant.
Oh, he heats up in an instant, BA. A bit of a streaky shooter overall. I would like to see him round out his inside game to find new ways to the shot isn't there.
Now here's Tatum. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You can tell Brogdon is a savvy shooter, getting it off and getting the foul call. And after spending his first 3 seasons with the Bucks, Malcolm Brogdon was part of a sign and trade. Just a great move for his career.
And so Brogdon nails both of them. And after that 2018 sign and trade, Malcolm Brogdon got an expanded role, Graham.
He really did. I mean, Brogdon becoming more of a ball handler, a chance to shine offensively. His numbers as a result have exploded since that deal.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Number 7. Second personal foul.
Here's Brogdon.
Team foul.
5 points in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Number 7. Third personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
5th team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Malcolm Brogdon at the line for 2 shots.
And so Brogdon nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Celtics ball.
The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
At the line. Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots.
Free throw good. Brown.
Well, you have to be impressed with the constant growth we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He's put in a lot of work to become an all-star player.
And at this point for Brown, you think he's realized his full potential, Richard?
No, I don't even think so, especially when you look at his work ethic. He puts in so much time that I think he can reach another level. He's still young and eager to learn. If I were to put it in 2K terms, I think he could get up to about a 94, 95 overall.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
They'll need to make some major adjustments to compensate for him fouling out with the game on the line.
At the line for 2.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Raptors out in front, up by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth men's team. Please give a big round of applause.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Man, one guy's been getting it done, Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, he's showing off how...
And so it's Boston who scraped by with the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Trey Riggs. I'm now the city champion of NBA 2K23. It's honestly unbelievable, and it's such an honor to win this award. I use a 6'8" point guard, and it can do a little bit of everything. It has defense, it can shoot, it can dribble. I average 16 points per game, so I slash and I get double teamed, I'll hit my teammate.
We know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. MP is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward. And that one, good.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
The 3 from MP. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. 4-point game. Barrett the pass to Brunson. New York moving it around. Here's Randall. Randall is doubled. Just 5 to shoot. Brunson. Toronto grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night. What other sport has that?
And here's Brunson following the 3 from MP. Swiped away. Launches it. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And he commits the intentional foul. Steve, you played all 4 years at Michigan State. When you think about the fun you had there, what was more enjoyable? Playing college basketball or in the pros?
Kevin, I have to be honest. Both was fantastic. When in college those 4 years was something I'll never forget. But then obviously, ultimately, you want to make it to the NBA, and I got a chance to do that. So both were fantastic in my eyes.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Here's Randall. 17 points for him last game against Washington.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of the...
So it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. Right back after this break.
69.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Fred VanVleet. So it's New York picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.
Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night, I was texting Jack Dorsey. That's the perks you get for being super dope. This is real life, ain't no act in it. All these raps, they be Brad Pitt. Every little thing I do is mad different. Got my little cousin playing badminton. Gave my little bro a quick 50 piece. He got the whole hit. And I've been stacking up all these assets. Keep me conducting any bad business. Like, whoa, hey, I keep that drip on me. I'm big on me. Hey, I can't ever slip on me. My mama might flip on me. Like, whoa, hey, drop top cool in the summer. What every single breath I take, I'm supposed to be tasting something real quick. Hey, who you told every time that you touch my wrist, I'm great. Last year I made $7 million, then had to do a single show. Should I do my like Coca-Cola for the check they cut me at the Super Bowl? My life moments is a Super Bowl. Dr. Dre, he got a Super Bowl. Last night I was texting Jack Dorsey. That's the first you get being super dope. I be feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is.
Too slow.
Next up is Play Now Online. In this OG mode, you're challenged to take on various NBA teams and go head-to-head with other 2K players.
So, who won the most games in Play Now Online? Congratulations, made you quit.
Let's move on to my team. Once again, this year's My Team was deep with more challenges and cards than ever.
And this player put in the time and showed elevated skill, earning the 2K23 title of My Team GOAT.
Congratulations, Stogie.
Tonight, we're looking at two teams who make their living beyond the arc, Grant.
Yeah, they love to shoot the three-point shot, and they do it effectively. And, of course, that means these two teams understand the importance of good spacing. They're great shooters on both sides, to be sure, but motion and ball movement are the real keys to their three-point attacks.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. We've got OG Anunoby, Chris Boucher out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's MP, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Powell for three. Rebound by the Raptors. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
The defense is... nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
On offense, here are the Clippers. 9-point game.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Here's Jerome, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so they foul intentionally.
Number 7, fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And that's an intentional foul. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You were right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
And Toronto calls time here.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. You'd like to see better positioning defensively.
Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back, maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contract.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Clippers on top, up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
61.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Jerome. So for Toronto. So the Clippers win it. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
You're so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
My name's Stogie, and I'm the NBA 2K23 My Team GOAT.
Here's Jameson.
I first started playing My Team as soon as I picked up the game. So season 4 of last year's game, 2K22, I started playing My Team, and I haven't put it down since. I just like the variety of it, the different players. You know, it's a little bit more of a challenge, I think, than some of the other modes. You know, you have to learn the shots and the animation sigs for several players instead of just one. Not to mention the fact that you see all the familiar faces that you're used to, you know, players you watched growing up, players you watch now. It just makes the game so much fun. There's 2 people I have to recognize.
You know, sometimes in these interconference rivalries, Greg, it gets physical and contentious.
And I'm sure the refs have talked to both coaches about just that, Kevin. Keeping it clean. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few quick whistles to drive that point home.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. MP is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Barnes. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Boucher in at the 4-man position. Now, here's MP. Connects from 3-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Chandler kicks to Vanderbilt. Here's Christie to the middle. Here's Chandler. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And here's MP for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Lee. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Davis. Toronto grabs the miss. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
I like this matchup. Not a cakewalk, not going to be easy, but they clearly have the advantage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Chandler, no good. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Raptors on defense. Down low. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
One of my favorite eras in NBA history, Clark, the 80s Showtime Lakers.
Man, I played against those guys. Thankfully, it was just twice a year. We were in the Eastern Conference. But those dudes were unbelievable. Magic running the point.
That'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Raptors lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
They don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Next, we're headed to the Rec. This player had the most impressive Rec run this season, earning them the title of Rec MVP.
And the award goes to Fear of God E17. Congratulations. Next, we're highlighting one of the best players in the W. The points this player put on the board surpassed all.
This season's MVP in the W is Sublime to Track 24. Congratulations.
The middle part of the season can present some unique challenges. Grant, how do you maintain your focus as a player?
Well, it can be tough. It can be really challenging because it is such a long season. You ultimately have to keep your eyes on the prize. And, of course, veterans know hard work now pays off later. You want to protect your record. And start building late season momentum.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Chris Boucher out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's MP. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Now here's MP. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Poole outside. From downtown. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
And I'll tell you.
So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian.
got next. Hey, yo, let me get next. Hey, yo, my man, I got next. I'm next.
Yo, trying run.
big raw, took my door across the George Washington Bridge. I'm a bull, but more shocked how the watching us live. I put a Fort Knox in my crib. I was the one they overlooked. Now it's overbooked. Got them haters disappointed like what a more money, more problems. Jealous throwing looks. That's why every 100 bands I make. So my story to the world. So everything I afford came from me losing my brother. All the pain I absorbed. I'm down. All the members of got lost on this road to
the streets, so you know I never house them. I'm like a GPS, I'ma reroute them. Gemini, send them where I found them. I ain't met a worth keeping how I lost them. Super caustic, I know he hated, lost me. I don't want the if he not all about me. Say I look good, I feel good, got in my face a lot. You know I'm a star, so I'ma really need my space around me. Real, ain't never been no paper by me. Writing up them statements by me. Can't even keep a house. How she gon' keep up with me? Black truck when they pull up on me. No, this ain't no Uber either. And I ride behind 10. They lying if they say they see her. She thought she was with me. No, nobody gon' believe her. Salty, I do that to them often. Versace on my feet. And you know your daddy about them. For the streets, so you know I never house them. I'm like a GPS. I'ma reroute them. Gemini, send them where I found them. I ain't met a worth keeping how I lost them. Super caustic, I know he hated, lost me. I don't want the if he not out of bag. Got that check, let me see it, let me flip it. Hey, I got some. The game selfish. I stay in the mirror, I'm conceited, I can't help it. Him and the took a selfie. Him and the got acquainted. I'm toxic. Now she treat him like a stranger. Now I'm finna call my ex and get the top of him crazy. Hey, never mind, I'm tripping. I shouldn't. Get him out. Baby, don't think I'm in my feelings. They never tend to their children cause they take care of these. Salty, I do that to them often. Versace on my feet, and you know your daddy about them. For the streets, so you know I never. I'm like a GPS, I'ma reroute them. Gemini, I ain't met a worth keeping how I lost them. Super caustic, I know he he not all about me. And survive, no.
Stay there.
Come on, man. Right here. Where you whip? And you start where you down there with him.
You can't play with me.
Good boy. I see him. Come on, man, just finish.
Hey, yo, say peace.